Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Alien Xenomorph Stage 50. We've got the parts out. Let me go ahead and get the PDF open. Not quite ready for prime time today. Okay, don't have the parts out. I've got the parts here on the bench in the bag. And this is not quite the culmination, but it is putting a lot of the right arm together. So we've got a couple of discs in here. So we've got the arm from stage 47, 48 and 49 right here. We got some parts here for stage 50. In here, hold on to that bag just in case. We've got a femur protector, some screws, and more magnets. Let's go ahead and get everything put over here, and we'll start putting things together. So the first thing it tells you to do is take this piece here. I'm just looking, where does this go? Goes down here, and I'm looking to see where these actually are going to end up. Do I have the right one? Okay, let me look at the instructions a little bit better. So this is 50-1, 50-2. 50-1, so this one here is going to go, I got it in the right spot. I'm just looking, this, take the Newton scan, previous stage, 2 magnets. These 2 magnets here are going to go, okay, these 2 magnets here go here and here. So it's going to go in here like this. But I'm not sure about that because there's a post right here. I don't see anywhere for that post to go. There's a post on both sides. Plus, that just doesn't look right. Let me pause and figure this out. Okay, I've got this figured out, kind of. Post is going to be an interesting thing to deal with. It does indeed go in here, and this is the first time that we've got a half of the protector going on. So it's going to go on here like this. Let me get the magnets out, and I'll see what I can do. This one is going to be a little bit tricky. Prefer they grab on there rather than anywhere else. Get the first one out. The most important one is going to be the one that goes down into this socket right here. That one has to be correct. So, let me see. Well, that's one way of getting it in there correctly. So, this side needs to go down. Slide that in there. Hopefully it will stay in place. And that is correct. So let me pull that back out. Drop a spot of glue down inside that hole. Unless, of course, the glue is clogged. And now I just lost the orientation there. And the glue is a little bit clogged. Now I'm trying to figure out, there it is, my pin vise. It shouldn't be clogged, it should actually be clear. This is a little bit tricky on how they did this one. I'm sure it will eventually make sense. Right now, it's confusing as all get out. Get this back off of here. Slide this in here. Make sure that it is the right direction, and it is. That is just so odd the way they've got that in there. Especially with this post here. There's got to be something that's going to engage with that post. Put a drop in here. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, what it actually says to do is to put them in there, take them out, mark them. But I find it easier to drop them in the way I have been doing. Okay, so get this where it's supposed to be. That one should be correctly oriented. Let go. So I can put you into the socket. Push you down in there. Hopefully this now will line up. It's a very odd way to put this in here, but it's in there. Hopefully everything will work out. So once that's in there, it takes you over to this next piece. And it says to take this out. I'm leaving that in because it's going to line up my part a little bit better. By the way, still have the magnets on the outside. Let's set that one up there. So we're going to put magnets against this one and this one. I'm going to do the same thing we just did with the one that goes into the socket. Put it on there. Put a little bit of glue in here. Pull this out, making sure to keep the orientation the same. Slide it all the way in there. Now it's going to hold itself in place. Put a little bit of glue in that next socket, or the indentation, I guess you'd call it. Get it pushed into this hole. And that's the thing, is it's not lining up completely perfect, so I'm going to, since I have the orientation, I'm just going to push it in there. So it goes on like that. Let's see. Similar way to step 4, magnets are now fitted inside the right humerus, 50-2. And we take it. So I'm just looking at the instructions. 50-1 has magnet here and here. We're going to have one here and here, which is going to line up with this other side. And again, I'm going to leave this part in here, even though they say to take it out, so that I can line these magnets up a little bit better. See, this is the one that goes in the socket, so that, let go. Put a drop of glue in here. Come on. I think there's some in there. Take this off, keeping it oriented the right way. Slide it in there. Make sure it stays in there. Matter of fact, Put some Instaset in there to cure it right away. Okay, now it's staying in place. Drop a glue in this one. That actually worked. I caught it on the edge of the screw box. Drop that in there. Ah, crud. And it's okay. Let's try this one last time. We're going to put it back in place. Keep it there. We're going to do a little bit of Instaset because it keeps popping out. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this side with this one. Let's go ahead and turn this one around so I can see it. We're going to put the magnets against these two here. Drop a glue in each spot. Come on. Don't clog up on me, tip. It's kind of funny. Todd made a comment the other night on a Friday night stream. Is why they can't make the glue bottles out of glue, or the glue bottles out of something that the glue won't bond to. Okay, so they're all in place. Let me see if I can get them to come out without losing the magnets. That one's there. Let's go ahead and pull this one out. This one's now staying in place. I think we're done with the glue for right now. Get what I can off of here. I might actually have to, I hate to, but I might actually have to cut the end of the tip off. I try and keep those glue tips as pristine as possible. So the next thing it says to do is to take the skin off the arm, which it already is, and this protector off as well. It does suggest that you mark them because they look close, but you can tell really easily the difference in size. So we take that off and we take arm and 50-1. Which one was 50-1? I believe this is 50-1. No. Actually, let's go back and take a look. 50-2, I believe, is the one with the lines on it. I'll show you what I mean in a second. No, this is 50-1. Okay. So what I mean by the lines on it is these grooves here for where the pipes are going to sit on the outside. So we take this part here, we set a rubber gasket, or rubber, not really gasket, but it's it's not a seal, it's not a gasket, it's a friction ring. Make sure that the hole here is up on this side. Slide this in here like this, put the other rubber ring on here. Hopefully these magnets are all happy with where they're at and they're not going to fly around inside the arm. Push it together just like that. And the friction ring is not doing its job right now. Hopefully it will once it's tightened up. So we take the long screw here with the nut. Let's go ahead and dump them both out. The nut should be on the back side. Or, had I looked at it sooner, the nut goes into this shaped area here. 150-1, so we know we've got these in the right spot. It's not going in completely straight yet. There we go. Now I've got it in there where it's got to go. We're going to tighten this down. It says it fixed in the hexagonal recess. Sorry, the PDF is over on a monitor to that side. Hold on. Sorry about that. My grandson's dog thinks he has to bark every time he walks through a room. Okay, so let me tighten this. Make sure this is tight all the way. And it is. And now it actually grabs a hold. Then we're going to get out the black screws. We only need we only need 4 of the 5 of them. And we're going to put them into the holes. I was looking at this going, but there's more holes. No, these 2 holes and these 2 holes, the outermost holes, these other 4 holes are where these parts are going to line up, or some of these parts are going to line up. So I'm going to put that one in, just get them all started. That one started, if it will. There we go. That one, and get the 4th one started, then I will tighten them all down. There's 2, 3, and the 4th one. This should now, hopefully, line up. The magnets should line up better with the skin of the arm, I hope. And the last thing we've got to do in this stage is take 2 of the silver screws here. We have 3. And I'm looking, that's right. These don't really need oil. They have not got threads cut in them, but there's a split there in the part. So they actually go in pretty well without the oil. Do this first one. Actually, I can tell there's no oil on there. Usually they go in really nice and easy. This one's like, yeah, I'm going to bind up right away. Let's try this again with oil. Still binding up a little bit. The other one, dip it in the oil. Tighten this all the way down. It's a little bit loose still. Tighten this other one. These are actually not getting all the way tight. Might have to back it out and put it back in. If it will. I'm actually going to change this screw out. Use the spare. Dip this one in oil. Put it the rest of the way back. Put it back in. Now it's actually going in a little bit better, but it's still Doesn't want to go all the way completely snug. Let's see. That one's good and tight. This one's still sticking up just a hair. So let me see if I can get that one to go the rest of the way in. It's almost like the screws are too long. It's still gonna flex a little bit, but I believe, let's see, nope. Just curious where this is gonna go, considering, there we go. That's where this one's gonna end up. So that is all there is to do in stage 50. I hope you're enjoying this build. It's a pretty good build. It's got its moments. Lots of magnets. The skin leaves something to be desired, but I think I'm getting it sorted out. We've got most of the right arm at this point. Can't go any further right now. I've got skin drying all over the place. You know, skin for the forearm. Have not yet glued anything on here. If you didn't watch my video on 48 and 49, get yourself some other magnets. These work really well. The rare earth magnets are working really well to pull these down in. Just curious where that one came from. Looks like every one of them has one, but they pull it. They pull the kit magnets down in a lot better, and so it's in the long run it's going to be helpful. That's it for this video. Let me go ahead and put that magnet there for right now. Hope you're enjoying the build. If you are, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post a new video. With that, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, have a great day tomorrow, and I'll see you